Hello, happy travelers! Welcome back on board the Disney Fantasy. We completely forgot to film an intro for today's video. So here's a shot of Mickey and the atrium, and we're gonna get day number 7 started right now.
It's our last Cabanas run of the cruise.
Whoa, they have sushi in here today? With wasabi and everything? All the fixings? That's pretty cool. I'm probably my last chicken tendies of the cruise. Oh, I would be sad, but I've had a lot this cruise, so that's probably enough. And I have a beautiful view to look at while I eat it.
Bye, Fun Cabanas palm trees. Bye, Fun Cabanas sand castles that are real castles. Bye, Dory, Squirt, and the rest of the Schoolhouse gang.
Dory, I just said bye to you, and now you're over here speaking whale.
Dory, you're everywhere!
You're everywhere!
I know one thing. It won't be an issue finding Dory.
Swimming in our own street. What the? Right, what is?
It's an overcast day today, but that's not going to stop people from taking a Disney film and a swim.
I know this is nothing new, and I've mentioned it before, but
It still blows my mind that this is the same area where they do sail away parties and all that stuff, and how they, you know, there's a pool and then they cover up the floor and stuff like that to do that. I don't know. I just think I love that. I love the ingenuity of it.
I mentioned this during the ship tour, and I'm going to mention it here as well. One of my favorite underrated features of Disney Cruise is how they play usually Disney music throughout the halls and on the television if you want it inside the stateroom. Now sometimes it's like Caribbean music or reggae music. If you have a certain port day, they might do themed music. They'll do pirate sea shanties on pirate night, but most of the time it's just Disney music everywhere you go throughout the ship at an appropriate volume level. Donald's number one. Donald's number one. Yay, Yay, Donald!
Hi! How are you? Are you having a good cruise?
Oh, it's the Pluto here!
Uh-oh.
I will say I'm dressed like Pluto today, but he's my favorite dog, but you're my favorite duck.
So there you go.
So,
there you go.
Because you're number 1. Of course. I have to say, this is what makes Disney Cruise amazing, okay? We just had a wonderful interaction with Donald, no line. It was just spur of the moment. But look here, Mulan is scheduled here, like, she could have a line, but she doesn't. That's just the thing with Disney Cruise. The lines don't get as crazy. Oh my gosh, and she was doing her poses. She was doing her warrior poses. That's amazing. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes characters will attract the line, especially like if it's pirate night, everyone's dressed in their pirate gear. They want to get their pictures with the pirate characters and stuff. Totally understandable. But like, it is just the middle of the day. It's like, what, like 3 o'clock right now. Mulan has the atrium to herself. There's like hardly any line. So definitely keep that in mind, especially like your last sea day. If it's the middle of the day, everyone's at the pool, you might have a great opportunity to see some characters in the atrium.
And not just the short lines, but the unique, lengthy one-on-one interactions. Yes, you can get your picture taken, get an autograph, but you get to speak to these characters for so much longer. Goofy's down there dancing with people, like ballroom-style dancing with people.
Well, he's one suave dog.
Well, that is true, but how often would you have that experience in the parks? It's much more hard to do there, harder, I should say, it's proper, than here on the cruise line. So that's really a benefit.
But if you are a Disney fan, if you have kids that love these characters and stuff, these like intimate interactions that you get on the cruise line is like, it's unmatchable. It's so different than in the parks. It's like very organic and just, I don't know, it's just magical and I love it. There we were on deck 5. You can see the atrium chandelier. And when you come down to go to deck 4, I love this art piece. The old time car and the wagon and the train. It really like sets in like the stylization that they went with the ships, and that it was like an old school vessel. It's great. Is this not the most precious thing you've ever seen in your life? The dog's so excited to meet Pluto. He's like, he's my hero. Hi, Pluto. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Oh, do you like my ears? I dressed up just like you today. I'm so excited to meet you. Oh, thank you. Oh, I love you. You're just so cute. My goodness, and your sailor hat.
Oh, yes.
Your bandana.
Pineapple? Is that?
Oh,
yes, the pineapple tree. Yes, of course. We love pineapples, right?
Do you like pineapple? I do too. It's my favorite fruit. It's so tropical. It matches with the cruise and everything, doesn't it? And it's the same color as you. It's just perfect all around.
Ever since he went to Lookout, he's been a super duper fan of what he does the pineapple toss.
Oh, I played that. I played it. You know what? My first throw, I made it on the pineapple. Yeah. After meeting with Pluto, we realized that Mulan's taking a break and Snow White has stepped in to say hi to everybody.
Oh, I was just looking outside, as everyone saw, and it's a bit choppy out there, right? Water's a little bit rough. Hardly any movement on the ship, and I find that to be consistent with Disney Cruise Line.
No, we've never had like a rocky day on Disney Cruise. I mean, of course it can happen if the weather's really, really bad, like if there's hurricanes around or just really bad like tropical storms or
That's the biggest factor, is the current weather.
But they're definitely really stable ships. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't really worry about it like with normal weather.
We're in Mickey's mainsail right now, and I noticed this and this. Are these remnants of Pixar Day at Sea?
We took you through the shops earlier in the cruise, but while we're in here, I wanted to show you what kind of like toiletries and like little like amenities like this you can purchase just in case you forget something. I actually feel like they have quite a bit compared to some other cruise lines with their like how much they have stocked. Of course, they have like Huggies and pull-ups because it's Disney. Lots of kids on the cruise. But they actually have a lot of other baby items in addition to like all the regular kind of toiletries that you would see for anybody. Oh, and they do pin trading on board. So if you're into that, definitely bring your pins because they do it. Do you remember on it's either the first or the second day at the cruise? I don't remember for sure. But Inside Out was playing on the Funnel Vision. I said, I wonder if they're going to play Inside Out too because they usually do new releases on Disney Cruise Line. Ha! I was right!
And look, only in theaters, June 14th. That's not a special image for on the ship here. That's the general promotional imagery that they would use. Today is June 14th.
Today is opening day, and I noticed that it started playing on the itinerary, I think yesterday was the first day that they started playing it on board.
Like they usually do those late night, like midnight or whatever.
Right.
That's technically the opening day, so.
But it's on the itinerary like all day today. They had some morning times as well, yeah, and it's going like way into the night, so haha, I called it.
And this is not special for this. Anytime you're on a Disney cruise sailing, if there's a new movie from Disney Animation, Pixar, any of their live action properties, anything, Star Wars, Marvel, whatever, it'll be here. They do first run movies all the time. I remember seeing Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End when it came out on the ship.
And it's fleet-wide, it's not just fantasy. So
No, yeah.
all the Disney cruise ships will be showing Inside Out too right now, which is super awesome. We headed over to the other theater, the Walt Disney Theater, because it's show night. And tonight's show is Disney's Believe.
And I would have never thought to show this or point this out, but I just heard someone ask for them. Inside the Walt Disney Theater, they do have booster seats here if you need them for your little ones.
Now, if you haven't seen Believe before, it's a beautiful show, very heartwarming, makes a lot of people cry. Bring tissues if you're that kind of person. Now, we are actually not staying for the show. We love Believe. It's a wonderful show. We've seen it many times, but we actually have some work to tend to, so we're gonna go take care of that now. But I wanted to mention with the shows and the theater and all that even though you're set to a specific show time, you don't have to go to that show. You can go to the other show time if you want. Like for example, we have early dining for the sailing, and normally we're set for the late show times. However, we have a specialty dining plan for tonight that's later. So even though we're set for the later show time, if we wanted to, we could go to the early time. That is completely okay. It's not like a reservation like other cruise lines. It's just that's what would work out best if you were going to your assigned dining room. But if you make other plans like we do, if you just want to go casual and want to make your own schedule, you can do that and go to either show time that you want. They're not going to like check for attendance. And in fact, you can go to both shows if you want. You can go to neither shows. It's okay. Now you can't go to like any dining time. You have to go to your assigned dining, but shows are a little bit more flexible. So in between us doing our work, I want to show you something that we've never shown you with Disney Cruise Line before. We are gonna do some laundry. So if you didn't know this, Disney Cruise Line has a little laundrette like on almost all the floors, at least all the stateroom heavy floors on the ship, and it's really convenient. I mean, they got a lot of stuff here. They even have an ironing board. They do have a soap center here for you to purchase some Tide, some Snuggle fabric softener here as well. Now you will use your Key to the World card or Magic Band to pay for it. You just tap it, pick what you want, and then charge. It is going to be $1 per item. And then here's like the main hub thing that tells you how many washers and dryers are available. Oh, and this is neat in case like on your deck, if all the machines are filled, they have like a marquee going around telling you what decks have open machines across the ship, which is pretty neat. And there is a time consideration here, like, so you're not waking people up because there's staterooms right there. So you don't want loud banging laundry. So definitely keep to these hours in consideration of other people. Okay, let's read the instructions. Maybe that'll help. Tap your key to the World card or Disney Plus to begin. Press charge, turn knob, add soap in soap compartment, push knob to start. Okay, I will do those such things. So we never do laundry on cruise ships.
I don't think we've ever done it a single time.
No, we haven't. And the only reason why we're doing it this time is because we're going on like a month and a half long road trip.
The Hoffman Happy Travels Great American Summer.
That starts right after this cruise. So we're getting some laundry done in prep for that. But it makes sense that Disney would do this because one, you could have a back-to-back cruise where you might need to do laundry, but also, especially when people sail out of Port Canaveral, you might be going to Disney World before or after your cruise and thus need to do some laundry. So it's actually really handy that Disney Cruise has these little laundrettes kind of things.
And these are nice enough, but I will say the ones that I saw on the Disney Wish, that was almost a feature in and of itself, like an attraction.
Whoops. I put them in the dryer first. We'll just do a little switch and all will be fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and buy some soapy soap. There we go. Let's see. Okay. And tuck. Oh! It worked. A nice little Tide box.
Tide is high, but
I'm holding on. I will be your #1 bear. Washer A, that's us. Tap. Tap. All right, the Magic Band was having trouble, so we're gonna try using an actual Key to the World card, and that worked. So use your key card, not the Magic Band, I guess, for laundry purposes. All right, charge. So it's $3 per load to wash. All right, add in the Tide. Well, that says white. We don't need white.
yeah, we don't need to use hot water.
Okay, normal color. 48 minutes, that should get our clothes clean. Right, clothes? Yes, let's do that. And start. Ah! Weighing! We did it! We're officially launderers on Disney Cruise. Check it out, it worked! We got a message from Disney Cruise Line, and look, it says Washer A and Washer B on Deck 8. Aft has completed, so we can go pick up our laundry and put it in the dryer. Let's check you out. You look clean. You smell clean. That's all I can really ask for. All right, now we just do the same thing, but with the dryer. Farewell, mini laundry room. You treated us well. Also provided in the stateroom closet is a ticket if you want to get something professionally washed or dry cleaned or steamed, what have you. Here's the prices in case you're interested in that. And to give a total of the price for us to wash, we did 2 loads of wash, 1 load of dry because the dryer's bigger than the washers. We bought 3 items from the soap dispensary, 2 Tides and 1 Downy sheet pack.
That was snuggle, thank you.
Oh, my apologies. Big difference. In total, for us to do our laundry, it was $12. So I think that's worth it, and I'm glad they provide that service on Disney. Laundry is done, put away, except for our dress clothes.
We are dressed to the sixes.
It is specialty dining night, and we are going to
Palo, the adults only additional cost because it's specialty Italian restaurant. Love it. Can't wait for it. Let's do it.
It's gonna be great. And we are dressed up, of course, because we have to. There is a dress requirement for Palo. I have it listed here. Is expected to wear long pants. Jeans are okay as long as they don't have holes in it. Dresses are, of course, okay, but no shorts, no tank tops, no swimwear, flip-flops, or anything like that.
I like how they put all that in all caps. They're like, we're not playing about this part.
No shorts.
The other stuff's a little loosey-goosey, but we are firm on these things.
We better not see one open toe. We see that pinky out of line and you are out of here. Another thing, too, that applies to us this time, because Matt just turned platinum, is that we get a dining at Palo for free. Both me and him, because I'm in the same room as him, a platinum member. You get a free dinner at Palo because he is platinum. So it'll be free for him and free for me because we're in the same room together. Now, we'll have to figure it out when we get there. My understanding is that it'll be free for everything except for gratuities. So we'll go and we'll let you know how it goes.
And even beyond that, my understanding is they call it free, but it's $50 per person, I think, because you can, we'll show you on the menu, there's a prefix option, or you can do a la carte. And I think the prefix option costs $50. So that covers you. Now, if you're a la carte, if you ordered over that, I think you'd have to pay the additional, is my understanding. But for the most people, it's going to be free.
Check out this fun light at our table. Look. It's like a game. This is a nice place. Stop messing around.
Right. Let's take a look at the menu, starting with the prefix option. As you can see, is $50, and you select one dish from each course listed here. Or you have the option to do a la carte from all of these different sections with their prices listed to the right.
So I think I'm going to get the prefix, and Matt's going to go a la carte, just because I think I like something out of each of the sections, and Matt not so much, so he's gonna kind of pick and choose.
A little amuse-bouche to get us started. I'm sure I just butchered that, but it's a little mushroom and sauce and fried gnocchi inside of there.
I remember having this on another ship and really liking it.
Yeah, I remember that as well.
And they recommend eating it all in one bite. with this tiny little spoon. I find the amuse amusing.
And now we start with our appetizers, or our things that aren't our main courses. We're splitting a prosciutto pizza here with that burrata cheese right in the middle. And then you got a baby arugula salad.
Yeah, with vinegar and cheese and pepper and yummy. And then I got like the caprese salad with some ooey gooey cheese, mozzarella, and heirloom tomatoes, and everything just looks so great.
And the bread basket, of course. And now our main courses. I went with the yellowfin tuna, and that's served on top of some roasted potatoes, green beans, olives, and quail eggs. I also got a side of the cavatappi pasta, which is basically mac and cheese. And I think you probably got the real winner.
It's the penne with an arrabbiata sauce, so it's a little spicy.
That spice.
I've gotten this before on other ships, and or on this one, I don't remember, but it's delicious. But I think yours looks really good too.
I agree, it does.
Beautiful.
And as that little intro showed, we were going with Chelsea's favorite for dessert, the chocolate souffle. And my favorite, the ice cream.
Well, and you didn't even order it. They just gave you one because, like, I was ordering it. So you get double ice cream.
Oh, so sweet of you.
On our way out, I wanted to show you the most beautiful artwork as we're leaving in the stairwell. I'm pretty sure we've shown this before, but I just love it.
Well, no surprise. That was fantastic, as always.
It was so good. I mean, Palo is a great experience. I think the price was completely worth it. It never fails. It's really good.
Really good. Your penne pasta was the definite winner. I mean, that is some of the freshest tasting pasta. It was absolutely delicious, but my tuna was a wonderful surprise. I mean, I thought it might be good, that's why I ordered it.
Sure.
But it was seasoned to perfection. Everything was just the service, the atmosphere, the food. Can't beat it.
They definitely know what they're doing.
And it's all because of this guy. No, wait, that's the restaurant next door. This is France. We were in Italy. No, it's not because of Remy. It's actually because of this guy.
Well, you did have the tuna.
I did. Nigel caught it for me.
Fresh out of the ocean. Oh my gosh, look, there's a little tiny duck.
Oh, someone hid the tiniest duck ever seen.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna keep this
It
one.
matches your dress.
Oh, it's perfect. Maybe you can be my little shoulder pad.
There you go.
It's actually funny that this is here because cruise ducks aren't allowed on Disney anymore.
I like how you whispered that. Like, someone hid this.
Catch me. I'll put it in my pocket so I don't get banned from Disney.
All right, friends, that is going to do it for us here. Day number 7 on board the Disney Fantasy, and do it for this sailing in totality.
Yes, and before I forget, what we said prior about Palo was correct. It was $50 credit. We didn't get charged for the meal. We just got charged for gratuity. It's a great benefit for if you're platinum.
Absolutely. And we had a fantastic time on the sailing. We always do on Disney Cruise, but doing the 2 stops at Lookout Key, I think that is going to be a real winner. We've already seen great improvements over time from what we heard about on the preview cruise, what we saw on the first day there, and then what we experienced on our second day going back. So think that's going to be a real winner for Disney Cruise Line, and think you guys would enjoy it too. So feel free to reach out via that travel agent information. We'll get you booked on a Disney cruise. Come check out Lookout Key. Go to the original Castaway Key. Go anywhere with Disney Cruise. It's a fantastic time. We can't say enough good things about it. If you missed any of the videos, go back and check out the full playlist. You'll find the full tour of Lookout Key there, as well as the full Disney Fantasy Ship tour. All of those things will be posted in due time. Well, the Lookout Key tour is already up, so you can go check that out right now. But with that said, we are done for this sailing. It is on to the next one. So we're going to sign off for tonight, and from the Disney Fantasy, we'll see you next time. Happy travels!
Sing your favorite Disney song on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
When we look into each other's eyes, find we're never to.
Place I
I can't sing while you're singing. Bye!